Welcome to the deep dive. If you've stepped into a kitchen appliance store recently, or maybe browsed a cooking blog, you definitely know the big debate right now.
Oh, yeah. Air fryer versus convection oven. It's like the main event for your countertop.
Exactly. Both promise that amazing, crispy, golden food, but without all the mess of deep frying.
Right. But the thing is, they're really engineered for pretty different kitchen situations.
Yeah.
Different lifestyles, different cooking needs. They're not quite interchangeable.
Absolutely. So our mission today is to, do a deep dive. We're going into the mechanics, the actual real-world uses, and the data behind health claims and efficiency.
Yeah, we want to cut through the marketing buzz, get down to the real differences, the pros, the cons.
So by the end of this, you should have a much clearer idea of which one, if either, actually makes sense for your kitchen, based on how much you cook, how fast you need it, and what healthy means to you.
Okay, so first things first, we need to talk about the similarity because I think this is where a lot of the confusion starts.
Right.
Both the air fryer and the convection oven work using the same basic idea, convection.
Mm-hmm.
They use fans to blow hot air around that cooks the food faster and more evenly.
So they're related. Cousins, maybe? But the air fryer feels like the really energetic younger sibling.
That's a good way to put it. A standard convection oven uses fans to circulate air in a pretty big space, right? Making sure the temperature is even everywhere inside. It's like a regular oven, just better airflow.
Okay.
The air fryer, though, it cranks things up. It uses a really powerful fan, but in a tiny, tiny little chamber.
It's just intense.
Super intense. The air moves so fast.
Yeah.
And it's so concentrated. It basically flash dries the outside of the food.
Ah, flash drying. That sounds like the secret sauce. It's not just heat, it's the speed of the air.
Exactly. That super fast air movement. In that small space, it sort of mimics what happens in a deep fryer chemically.
Yeah.
It evaporates moisture off the surface incredibly quickly.
Which gives you that crispiness without needing tons of oil. Some people call it the maitre d' effect, right? That quick browning.
Yeah, something like that. The ratio of fan power to the actual cooking volume is just huge in an air fryer compared to a convection oven.
Okay, so for you listening, the big question boils down to this. Do you need that super fast, compact, intense cooking? Or do you need the larger space and maybe the broader capabilities of the traditional convection oven?
Let's start with the air fryer then. Why has it become so incredibly popular, especially for people who are busy or health conscious?
Well, the health angle is probably the biggest headline. Everyone talks about it, but the numbers are actually pretty striking when you look into the oil reduction.
They really are. We found data consistently showing air fryers can use up to, get this, 80% less oil compared to traditional deep frying for a similar crispy result.
80%. That's a huge difference.
It's massive. It's not just a small tweak. For people trying to manage weight or improve heart health, cutting out that much cooking fat is a direct path to lowering calorie intake. It's significant.
Okay, that 80% number is compelling. But let's be real for a second. Are we sacrificing flavor or texture for that health benefit? Is an air-fried chicken wing really the same as a deep-fried one?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And the answer is, well, it depends. For a lot of things, especially frozen foods like fries or nuggets or even roasting vegetables, the difference is minimal. It excels there. And where it really shines is reheating things.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
Leftover pizza.
Yeah.
Or fries. Things that just turn into a soggy mess in the microwave. That fast, intense heat brings the crispiness right back. It's perfect for that.
Leftover pizza test, that's a solid benchmark for any appliance.
Totally. But honestly, the real aha moment for most people, especially if you're short on time, is the speed.
Right, the speed. This is where it gets crazy.
I mean, if you're rushing home after work, needing to get dinner ready fast, the preheat time alone makes a huge difference.
We're talking like, what, 2 to 3 minutes maybe to get up to cooking temperature?
Exactly. Just a couple of minutes. Compare that to a big oven, even a convection one. You're waiting 10, maybe 15 minutes just for it to preheat.
That time difference is everything when you're hungry and tired.
Absolutely. If you just want to cook a couple of pieces of fish or heat up some snacks quickly, that speed makes cooking at home feel way more doable on a busy night.
And that small size, that compact design, it leads to 2 other big benefits for modern living. Yeah. Energy use and just space.
Right. Because it's heating such a small chamber, it uses way less electricity than running your main oven. So lower energy bills.
Which is good for the wallet and, a bit more eco-friendly for those smaller meals.
And the space saving is key. If you're in a small apartment, a tiny kitchen, a dorm room, counter space is like gold. An air fryer fits where a bigger oven wouldn't.
Yeah, definitely. So just to summarize the air fryer then, it seems like the perfect fit. If you're cooking for maybe 1 to 4 people, you want things fast, you're focused on reducing oil, and you don't have a ton of kitchen space.
That nails it. Quick, healthy-ish, energy-efficient cooking for smaller amounts.
But that brings us to its limits, right? Like you said, smaller amounts. I remember my first air fryer experiment trying to cook a whole chicken.
Uh-huh. How'd that go?
Let's just say it involved multiple batches and took forever. It was definitely a capacity problem, which leads us perfectly into the other contender.
Exactly. The convection oven. Despite all the hype around air fryers, the convection oven is still the reigning champ for, well, bigger cooking tasks and more serious home cooks.
Yeah, let's talk capacity first. That's the most obvious difference.
Hands down, the convection oven wins on size. It offers way more space. You can cook multiple dishes at the same time. Think holiday meals, big family dinners.
Roasting a large turkey, baking multiple sheets of cookies, things you just physically cannot do in most air fryers.
Precisely. If you regularly feed a larger family, say 6 people or more, trying to rely only on a standard air fryer just isn't practical. You'd be cooking in shifts all evening.
So capacity is key for families or entertaining, but it's not just about size, is it? It's also about what else it can do.
Right, the versatility. This is where it appeals to people who really enjoy cooking and baking. A convection oven isn't just an air fryer.
It's a full oven. It provides proper baking, roasting, and broiling. It's genuinely a multi-purpose appliance.
It can handle delicate cakes, crusty breads, big roasts, things that need precise and even heat over longer periods, not just a quick blast.
And that even heat is a big deal in a larger oven, isn't it? Consistent results.
Yes, the larger chamber and the fan system are designed for uniform heat distribution. No hot spots, ideally. This leads to more consistently cooked food, especially for larger items or baking.
And then there are the advanced features you sometimes find on convection ovens, things that serious cooks might look for.
Definitely. You might get more sophisticated temperature controls, multiple cooking modes for different types of food.
You mentioned steam injection earlier, too. That sounds fancy. What's the benefit of that?
Steam injection. It's fantastic for baking, especially bread, and even for roasting.
How so?
Well, injecting steam at certain points during cooking helps keep the surface moist initially. This allows the inside, like the crumb of the bread, to cook fully and rise properly before the crust sets and gets super crispy from the dry heat.
Okay, so it gives you that perfect combo. Crispy outside, moist inside.
Exactly. It prevents things from drying out. Think about getting a really professional-style crust on homemade bread or keeping a big roast chicken juicy while the skin crisps up. That's where steam can make a real difference.
I see. So that's a feature targeting more ambitious home cooks.
Generally, yes. And then there's the idea of kitchen consolidation.
Right, replacing multiple gadgets with one.
Yeah. If you value having one workhorse appliance that can do almost everything, a good convection oven covers baking, roasting, broiling, and nowadays many also include an air fry setting. So it can potentially save counter space and money compared to buying several separate devices.
Okay, this is great. We've laid out the strengths of both. The speedy, healthy air fryer and the spacious, versatile convection oven. Now, let's distill this down. How does someone listening make the final choice?
Well, I think the most important thing is being honest about your actual cooking habits. The wrong appliance isn't usually about bad quality. It's about a mismatch with how you live and cook.
Like buying a giant pro-style convection oven if you mostly just heat up frozen pizza for yourself.
Exactly. That's overkill. Wasted energy, wasted space. So let's run through the checklists.
Okay. You should probably lean towards the air fryer if your kitchen is small, right? Limited space.
Yep. If you're really focused on minimizing oil for health reasons.
If you usually cook for just 1 to 4 people, quick meals, smaller portions.
And if speed is critical, that super fast preheat and cook time for everyday stuff. If those points sound like you, the air fryer is likely a great fit.
All right. Now, the convection oven wins if you need to cook for a crowd regularly, big family, entertaining often.
If you love to bake, roast, try complex recipes. You need that versatility and precision.
If you have the kitchen space for a larger appliance.
And if you like the idea of one main oven that does pretty much everything, potentially replacing other gadgets, that's your convection oven profile.
It's interesting how the convenience flips, isn't it? The air fryer is convenient for speed, but inconvenient for volume.
Right. And the convection oven needs more time commitment up front, like preheating, but rewards you with scale and flexibility.
So yeah, it really hammers home that there's no single best answer here. It's totally dependent on individual circumstances.
No universal winner. only the right tool for your job based on your needs. Once you cut through the hype, the decision factors are actually pretty clear.
Okay, so to wrap this deep dive up, if you're trying to decide, focus on those four main things we discussed: your family size or typical number of servings, your available kitchen space, your specific health goals regarding oil, and maybe most importantly, your real, honest-to-goodness cooking habits.
Exactly. Be realistic about what you actually cook day to day.
And that brings us to one last thought to chew on, kind of a curveball related to that kitchen consolidation idea.
Okay.
Many newer convection ovens, the full-sized ones, now come with a built-in air fry mode. They have a setting that tries to replicate what a dedicated air fryer does, using high fan speeds.
Right, the hybrid approach.
So the provocative question is this. If you're already getting a versatile convection oven, does that built-in air fry function give you the best of both worlds, the capacity and the crisping?
Or does the dedicated, smaller, standalone air fryer still win for those quick, everyday tasks because it's just fundamentally faster to heat up and maybe more energy efficient for just, say, a handful of fries?
It makes you think about what efficiency really means. Is it one appliance doing everything reasonably well? Or is it having the perfect, most optimized tool for specific, frequent tasks, even if it means another box on the counter?
It really forces you to consider what you value more: ultimate flexibility or specialized speed and energy savings for those quick jobs. There's no single right answer there either, but hopefully you now have the framework to figure out which approach makes the most sense for your kitchen.